Good evening, I'm Haley Wilges.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. Since the presidential race, many on the Suncoast have been eager to voice their political concerns to those elected to represent Florida in Washington. Instead
of a town hall, Congressman Vern Buchanan is offering another platform to hear from constituents. But for some, it's hardly satisfying. ABC 7's Adam Cellini spoke with locals who attended Buchanan's mobile office hours in Palmetto, and he joins us with their reviews. Adam.
Yeah, Scott and Haley, unlike a town hall, we are not allowed to listen in on these meetings. They're behind closed doors, and staff says they're meant to discuss private issues like Social Security and veterans benefits. But some are worrying the congressman is hiding behind these office meetings instead of facing more crowded town halls like his last one in March. Congressman Vern Buchanan heard from at least 5 constituents on Thursday without ever having to see them.
He's a busy man, and they should know as much as the congressman, really, if they're working for him.
Former Postal Service workers Ron and Marcia Crosby met with Buchanan's special assistant Gary Tibbetts at Palmetto City Hall to discuss a personal Social Security problem. And compared to a town hall,
I like it. I like both.
Yes,
I like
a little more relaxed.
Buchanan's last town hall drew roughly 2,500 to the Van Wezel in Sarasota. He's held 75 since taking office 10 years ago, but only 1 since President Donald Trump was elected.
Part of his job is to hold town halls, and his staff was not elected. He was elected.
Diane Perry runs Action Together Suncoast, the group that's been demanding town halls outside Buchanan's local offices all year. One member of the group met with Tibbetts in Lakewood Ranch on Wednesday, but tells us when she started listing her concerns was told repeatedly that this was not a town hall. Perry says it's frustrating.
Do you think he's avoiding his constituents?
Yes, I think he is, as well as Marco Rubio.
Don Anderson Cosgrove voiced his opposition to the Republican health care plan on Thursday and says it went well.
Hopefully some of our thoughts will get taken to Buchanan and just to try to make it fair.
And if they don't,
I got his card, so I'll follow up with him.
And Tibbetts will be holding 2 more mobile office visits starting tomorrow at Holmes Beach Town Hall and then next Wednesday, the 19th, at the Myakka City Fire Department. If you'd like to call and schedule an appointment, we've attached it to this story on our website, mysuncoast.com.
Now, Adam, we are more familiar with the town hall, so are these mobile office hours something new?
They're actually not. We spoke with Buchanan's office in Washington. They say he's been doing these since he took office 10 years ago.
All right.
Any more town halls in the future for the congressman?
It's hard to tell right now. We spoke with the office. We posed the question. It was originally actually ignored. We posed it again, and they said that nothing is on the schedule right now. So that's all we know, is that nothing is currently on the schedule.
Okay. Adam, thank you. And Congressman Buchanan is praising the House for passing a bill that would combat human trafficking. The bill would invest $130 million in efforts to prevent human trafficking and then provide assistance to victims. It also extends federal grants that will educate children about avoiding traffickers. The bill would also provide incentives for hotels and airlines to train its employees to identify potential trafficking. Florida is 3rd in the nation in the number of reported cases. The Senate must now vote on the proposal.
The woman who has led Planned Parenthood of Southwest and Central Florida for the past 24 years is stepping down. Barbara Dravecki is announcing she plans to retire in the next few months. During her tenure, Dravecki helped grow the Sarasota-based organization into a regional health care provider. The organization now serves more than 45,000 patients at its 11 health clinics. Planned Parenthood's board is now searching for a new CEO and hope to make a decision before the end of the year. To ensure a smooth transition, Dravecki has agreed to remain in her role through January.
An $8,000 reward is now being offered for information in connection with a recent murder in East Manatee County. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies say Larry Hutchison was found dead in his home last Saturday. When deputies arrived, they say Hutchison's wife told them 2 men had broken into the home and confronted her. Deputies say Hutchison had injuries consistent with a homicide. The Gold Star Club is now offering a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest. That's in addition to the $3,000 reward being offered by Crime Stoppers.
Sarasota police say complaints from neighbors helped them make a significant drug bust. Police say last Friday they executed a search warrant at a home on 23rd Street after people in the neighborhood reported drug sales were going on at that home. During the search, police seized cocaine, marijuana, and prescription pills, along with a gun and ammunition. Donnie Brinson of Bradenton was on the property at the time of this search warrant. Police say they found marijuana in his vehicle. The house is about 400 feet from an early learning center. Brinson is now charged with possession of marijuana with intent to sell within 1,000 feet of a school.
Older cars in hot and humid conditions like we have here on the Suncoast are more prone to airbag problems in that massive recall by Takata. Experts say if your car was made between 2002 and 2015, you may be involved in this most widespread automotive recall in U.S. history. The recall involves 19 different makes and models of cars, both domestic and foreign. The defective airbags have been known to fire shrapnel when they deploy, already killing 16 people worldwide and injuring 180 others. One local car dealer says it's important to see if your car is involved in the recall, and if so, take action.
Oh, definitely get it replaced. There's very minimal deaths and injuries compared to how many millions of vehicles are affected, but one's enough, you know, so in my opinion, anytime you have a safety recall, you should get it done.
To find out if your car is involved, get the VIN number off the registration of your dashboard and then call your dealer to see if your vehicle may need to be fixed.
That's something you want to get looking into immediately.
Yeah, definitely.
And now for a check on our forecast, which is a little different, Bob, than yesterday.
Yeah, these tropical waves sometimes really disrupt the normal pattern that we see here along the Sun Coast. In the summer, the sea breeze develops, and we have the east to southeast wind around that area of high pressure off the coast of Florida, and that usually intensifies storms in the interior portion. They come to the coast and late in the day. Not the case today. We were anticipating, and all the models were suggesting that we'd see a lot more rain set up here, and widespread it could be, and moving quickly off to the west. But that didn't happen because of the cloud cover last night. We had a lot of rain overnight, some light rain into the central portion of the state, and those clouds, debris clouds left over, kept the heating of the day down a little bit over the central part of the state, and that never allowed any kind of lift as the moisture worked its way to the west. Now we do have this tropical wave. We had a few brief showers and a few thunderstorms around earlier today. That's now out in the Gulf, and that continues to head away from the coastline. And then a few showers well to the east of our immediate viewing area. So it looks like a pretty nice night. If you have an evening planned for a jog, run, bike ride, whatever it may be, it should be okay. You may have to dodge one or two showers, but there's a lot of clouds around to the north of us and some big storms to the south. We're kind of stuck in between. Well, more in our forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. The local arts community is getting a big financial boost. Sarasota County Commissioners approving nearly $2 million in tourist tax grants. The money will be split between 3 dozen arts organizations on the Suncoast. On the list for funding, the Florida Studio Theater, the Circus Arts Conservatory, the Ringling, and Sarasota Ballet. A half penny from each dollar of tourist tax revenue is set aside for these grants every year.
ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern joins us now. And Richard, the records just continue to fall on Wall Street.
Scott, you've got it exactly right. All three of the indices that we follow every day did finish higher today, but the Dow finished at a high yesterday, a record high, so any gain today was a record. We've now been up 3 days in a row for the Dow, 4 days in a row for the NASDAQ. Everything seems to be working just fine, a rather small range for the day. The high of the day was only plus 36, the minus 23 being the intraday low. Let's take a look at the closing numbers, and record it is. There you see the Dow, new high, 21,553.09, a gain of 21 points, 0.1% on volume of 639 million shares. No record for the NASDAQ, but in fact it did post a gain for the day, up 0.2%, more than 13 points at 6,274.44, that on volume of 1,607 million shares. The S&P makes it a clean sweep for the up arrows, 0.2% to the plus side, 4.5 points, closing at 2,447.83. Well, here's a story that just might put a smile on your face. When's the last time you heard good news from a retailer, and a big box retailer at that? Target today came out and said its same-store sales, now these are preliminary numbers, but same-store sales for its second quarter are going to show a small, or as they said, modest increase. Earlier they had predicted a modest decline, and they said they would be looking for better numbers ahead. Well, those better numbers came in faster than they thought they would. Shares of Target, which are down 38% so far this year, were up by more than 4% today. It's nice to see that some of these big box retailers are starting to figure it out.
trying to reach out to maybe what consumers want if they head into those big box stores. And speaking of going into a store and shopping online, news on Macy's.
And I've heard the expression, rising tides raise all ships. All retailers did very well today. Shares of Macy's also down by 38% so far this year, also up by 4% today. So some breathing room for the retailers, at least for today.
Right. Thank you, Richard.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, President Trump's first public appearance since the scandal involving his son, what he's saying about the growing Russia allegations.
And ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your full weather forecast, plus lowering your blood sugar, some alternatives to taking medications. That's straight ahead.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Sarasota Circus shines in the national spotlight. I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we'll see and hear all about the circus performing at the Smithsonian Festival in Washington, D.C. A musical group from the Sarasota Improv Festival has some surprises in store for us. Plus, we celebrate National Ice Cream Day with some taste testing, and Louise Modern joins us in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
As a singer-songwriter, it's all about creating high-performance art that moves people. Same is true in making gorgeous cars. Fiat designs it. You're the artist.
Choose your palette just about any color combo inside out. No small wonder, state-of-the-art style Fiat.
Now this moves me. Oh, they're playing my song.
Let the art of Fiat move you at Fiat of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Record-setting hot weather means your AC is working overtime to keep your home cool, which can lead to high bills. That's why we're bringing in the energy experts from Florida Power and Light Company. Watch ABC 7 News from 5 to 6:30 this Tuesday to get your questions answered during the FPL Ask the Energy Expert phone bank. From free online tools to FPL's new mobile app. Learn how to save energy and money, only on ABC 7.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
President Trump on a quick trip to Paris today, accepting the invitation of French President Emmanuel Macron to join the Bastille Day celebrations. Questions about Russian elections, interference, and his son's meeting with a Russian lawyer followed President Trump to the City of Lights. ABC's Emily Rouse in Washington with the latest.
I think from a practical standpoint, most people would have taken that meeting.
President Trump had 3 very clear talking points when responding to the inevitable question about Donald Jr.'s meeting with a Russian lawyer with reported ties to the Kremlin.
It lasted for a very short period, and nothing came of the meeting.
At a joint press conference, the president said repeatedly the meeting was short and nothing came of it. Details that haven't been independently verified but will likely be the focus of various Russia investigations.
I think it's a meeting that most people in politics probably would have taken.
But on Wednesday, the president's nominee for FBI director advised against taking such a meeting.
Any threat or effort to interfere with our elections from any nation state or any non-state actor is the kind of thing the FBI would want to know.
ABC's Cecilia Vega asked President Trump if Wray was wrong, but he didn't directly answer.
Well, I'll start off by saying, first of all, I believe that we will have a great FBI director.
But even Donald Jr. indicated to Fox News he thought attending the meeting was a mistake.
In retrospect, I probably would have done things a little differently.
Don Jr. was joined in the meeting by campaign chairman Paul Manafort and his brother-in-law Jared Kushner. The email promised information that would incriminate Hillary Clinton as part of the Russian government's support of his father.
President Trump and President Macron are having dinner at the Eiffel Tower together. Now, as for the climate deal that President Trump just pulled out of last month, he commented on that today, saying something, quote, could happen. Emily Rao, ABC News, Washington. A health scare today for former President Jimmy Carter. The CEO of Habitat for Humanity says the president got dehydrated and he was taken to the hospital for observation. Carter became ill after working out in the hot sun in Canada. He said that he is doing okay now. The 92-year-old Nobel Peace Prize winner is an active volunteer with Habitat for Humanity. For more than 30 years, the Jimmy and Rosalind Carter Work Project has helped build more than 4,000 homes.
Although we're used to almost daily summer rainstorms here on the Suncoast, the rainfall does not compare to the severe flooding they're seeing in parts of Illinois right now. Officials in Lake County have declared a state of emergency. National Weather Service issued multiple flood warnings for nearby rivers. Many streets are flooded and a sinkhole formed in Gurnee, Illinois. That area has been blocked off to keep drivers away and people safe. Massive amount of rain up there. And we had our showers today a little earlier than normal. Yeah. At least when we've been seeing.
Yeah, we have this big east wind, this tropical wave we've been talking about, much advertised too. You know, we were supposed to get a lot of rainfall today. We haven't got much, and that's a direct result of the increased cloud cover overnight. We saw some showers even up until midnight last night, and that kind of kept the cloud cover a little bit more intense over central Florida, which is where the heat source is to allow the storms to really get going as they move across the state, and they just haven't had that chance. Casey Key webcam showing a few showers off there in the Gulf, but a nice day out on the beaches. We had fairly calm sea conditions due to the east winds, and you can see those showers and storms kind of building up well offshore. And this was a great photo from Crescent Beach yesterday, looking out into the Gulf. Some lone shower was out there. You can see that rain coming down fairly heavy in some places. Karen Goodrick sending that one in, and it looks like that same kind of scenarios taking place, but a little further offshore. You can see some lightning strikes there, some big storms continuing to head off toward the west. And to the east of us, there's some activity. We have some in southeast Polk County, so we're not quite over yet of the rain. We'll still see a few isolated showers and a possible thunderstorm later on this evening. But for the time being, things are looking pretty good for your commute home or whatever you may do. But you'll notice these showers here in Highlands County. We'll have to watch these. It will take a couple of hours before it reaches into Sarasota and Manatee counties, at least the coastline. Well, quite a bit of cloud cover. There's plenty of moisture available in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. It's all there. The dry air is to the east of the state right now, and that wave continues to head west, and it looks as though we will see a return to more southeasterly wind flow tomorrow, which will bring us a chance for those late day storms and a little bit better chance for a sea breeze to develop. You can see that dry air just east of the Bahamas right now with the moisture pretty strong right over the state. Currently, it's 90, and we do have some high clouds around. The dew point temperature, 73. That's all very normal for this time of year. East winds, east to southeast winds at 14, and the pressure 30.07. That's still high. And temperature is 92 in Tallahassee, 87 in Orlando now, and 89 degrees in Miami. The temperature 90 in Sarasota and 89 in Jacksonville. Well, the hourly forecast for Friday does call for a nice hot day. High temperatures topping out into the low 90s. A chance for showers and storms developing later on in the afternoon and evening. We will start to see that tropical wave pull offshore and head off to the west. And when it does so, we'll see a return to that southeasterly wind component, which will give us a little chance for showers and storms developing. You'll see those pop up right around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then intensify a little bit through about 5, 6 o'clock and clear skies. So back to normal as the wave moves out of here for the weekend. We will see a frontal system move over the southeast United States. Temperatures around the U.S. It's chilly in Minneapolis and Toronto and even Boston. Look at Boston's temperature, 59 degrees there. Just down the road in the nation's capital is 94, 89 in Atlanta, and 95 in Dallas, 88 in Albuquerque. For boaters, for this evening and for tomorrow, east winds at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be 2 feet, and there'll be a moderate chop out there. The water temperature 88 degrees and see a high of 89 for area beaches. And the forecast for tides upcoming, low tide will be 11:22 and a high at 5:11. Another low tide at 11:02, a high tide at 4:14 tomorrow afternoon, sunset at 8:28. Tonight, a few showers, a chance for a scattered storm, but generally partly cloudy, 76. And then for tomorrow, partly cloudy, scattered afternoon storms, a high of 91. The rain chance at 40%, and we'll start to bump that up a bit as we push through the weekend. On Sunday, those rain chances increasing to 50%, and then 60% on Tuesday and Thursday of next week. So back into more of a basic afternoon and evening thunderstorm pattern. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. In Suncoast Traffic Watch right now, we see a crash in Sarasota. It's on Bee Ridge Road, right at the intersection with Rockefeller Avenue, and it is slowing traffic heading east, a little bit heading west, but more so heading to the east. So you may want to avoid that area if you can for a little bit. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news tonight, in response to the opioid epidemic affecting the Suncoast and many other American communities, the Food and Drug Administration is expanding its requirements for prescription opioid manufacturers to provide prescriber training to physicians, nurses, and pharmacists. Until now, the FDA only required manufacturers of extended release painkillers to provide this type of education. The training will explain how to assess and manage patients for treatment with opioids and information on non-opioid therapies for pain. One caveat, there is no requirement for practitioners to take the training. A new treatment has been recommended for approval that could be the first gene therapy available in the U.S. for leukemia. An FDA advisory panel voted unanimously to recommend approval of the treatment developed by the University of Pennsylvania and Novartis. The treatment, called CAR-T, involves removing immune cells from a patient's blood, reprogramming them to recognize and destroy cancer, and then injecting them back into the patient. It would be used on children and young adults with a type of advanced leukemia. Here is a way to lower your blood sugar without medication. A new study published in the journal Obesity shows mindfulness training reduced stress and fasting blood sugar levels in overweight women better than health education classes. One group went through this mindfulness-based stress reduction class, including meditation and breath awareness. The other group learned about diet, exercise, and stress management. The mindfulness group rated their stress scores as more than 2 points lower on a 10-point scale, and there was a decrease in their fasting blood sugars, which did not happen at all with the other group. Coming up, a mudslide caught on camera. Dash cam video shows the moment when dirt and rocks come tumbling down a very busy roadway. Plus, a man gets stuck inside an ATM without his phone. How the contractor was able to eventually get out of the locked room. Straight ahead.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
I dropped it on the floor, and he stepped on it.
No matter how you broke your smartphone, there's only one smart way to fix it. Batteries plus bulbs. Schedule your repair at batteriesplus.com.
At Tidewell Hospice, we know it's never too late to say thank you to our military veterans. The Tidewell Honors Veterans Program has provided care to more than 13,000 military families since 2008. Tidewell volunteers help honor veterans through special pinning ceremonies that demonstrate our appreciation for the freedom our veterans fought to defend. If you know a veteran who can benefit from end-of-life care, call or visit tidewell.org today. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
You studied hard, went to college, and achieved your dream, but it turned into a financial nightmare. If you have federal student loans and you'd like to reduce your payments, get more time, or have your loans completely eliminated, then we have good news. With one call to Student Loan Relief Services, you can find support and guidance. We've already helped thousands of people, and we can help you too. If you have $10,000 or more in federal student loans, you can qualify for payment extensions, payment reductions, funds. Or you may qualify to have your federal student loan completely forgiven. Call Student Loan Relief Services now to find out about your options. Take control of your finances and get out from under this burden. One of our student loan experts has the answers to your questions and great solutions to ease your financial burden. We're here for you. Call Student Loan Relief Services now.
Call 800-759-0203, 800-759-0203.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Dashcam footage from southern China shows the moment a mudslide hit a busy road full of cars.
The cars just are inching along in traffic until they're swept away in a massive wave of earth. 8 vehicles in all were buried. Emergency crews managed to clear the road to rescue the drivers and passengers trapped in their vehicles. Still not clear if anyone was seriously hurt, but that was a big one. A traffic stop in the Florida Keys leads to a drug bust, and the accomplice may surprise you. Police say they pulled over a man in Marathon because of dark window tint and an obscured license plate. But when he rolled down the windows, police say they smelled marijuana. They searched the car, and inside they found a Cookie Monster doll stuffed with 300 grams of cocaine. The man charged with drug trafficking, while Cookie Monster is still awaiting charges.
A contract worker in Corpus Christi, Texas is breathing a little easier tonight after he was rescued from inside an ATM. The contractor was trying to fix a door lock at a Bank of America when he got locked inside the small room that houses the ATM. He did not have his phone on him, so he started slipping messages for help to the customers on the outside. The note read, "Please help, I don't have my phone." Some customers thought this was a joke. Eventually, officers managed to kick in the door to free him. The man was inside there for 2 hours. Wow. The Natural History Museum in London is unveiling an 82-foot-long skeleton of a blue whale. The whale is suspended from the ceiling of its main atrium. The museum has named the female blue whale Hope as a symbol of humanity's power to shape a sustainable future. The installation is part of the biggest transformation in the museum's 136-year history. The public will get to check it out starting tomorrow.
Largest animal on Earth right there, right?
Amazing. I love the time lapse of how they put it all together. Still to come on your Suncoast News, a 2-year battle over a puppy business.
Why a Northport man says the city is not sticking to its side of the agreement. We'll have the details coming up.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. we help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
I'm Cindy Lou. I'm Susie. I'm Missy. And I'm Betty Jean. And we're the Marvelous Wonderettes. Mr. Sandman.
Experience the best girl group songs from the 50s and 60s live on stage at the Players Center July 12th through the 23rd. Call 941-365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. You'll fall in love with the Marvelous Wonderettes.
I'm so alone.
Why settle for less? Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru is the best overall brand for 2 years running and the most trusted brand for 3 years running, according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com. Right now, you can lease one of Subaru's most versatile vehicles, the Subaru Crosstrek, for as little as $189 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Now's the perfect time to work with California Closets. During our Shades of White event, save up to 20% on our beautiful white finishes for any space in your home. Contact us today for your free design consultation. Visit our showroom or online at californiaclosets.com.